In this endless nature-kissed land, we often come across creatures that are extremely unusual, ones we don't understand, with strange habits and abilities that we feel the need to understand more. Usually, we focus on those who could be described as misunderstood, lesser observed, and today, for the most part, is no different. Welcome to Mysteries of the New World. This is Apple Enthusiast. He likes apples, but maybe a bit too much. His adoration of the fruit has led to an encyclopedic knowledge of how to spot a true quality apple specimen. But, as a result, there is never an apple good enough for his exacting standards.
And how does this one smell? Oh no, too acidic smelling. Well, how about this one? That looks about right. The right shape. It's the same color. The same size. They weigh about the same. They smell about the same. Yeah. They both suck.
Unfortunately for the Research Commission, he is not the only one afflicted with this curse. An endless cycle with little payoff, simply finding a way to keep himself busy through the day, while not accomplishing anything actually fruitful to the success of the guild. Though, this is the only member involved with fruits themselves. This is the mounted feline. He sits on a popo. Every 3 minutes, he arrives in Celiana with a cart loaded with wooden boxes. Blowing his horn to mark his arrival, a nameless helper arrives to help the feline's assistant unload the boxes.
Hey, so how many do you think we got today?
Somewhere around 15, I think.
Oh, that's a lot in one go. Not to toot my own horn, but we've been quite busy. Haven't we all? Well, time to toot my own horn. But wait, the cart isn't empty.
The cart is never empty. Instead, it is only partially unloaded before leaving through the main gate again, just to return minutes later with nothing particularly new. Again, simply trying to look busy. In the time between these deliveries, the nameless helper hides in this corner, trying to gather information about a rather shady character. This is the Busybody Fiver. This is the Busybody Fiver. He appears from thin air with a box full of rocks, and then travels under the ramparts of the main base.
I am carrying a box of rocks. They are real rocks that are real, and I too am real. A real person, a real human person with hopes and dreams and... I am carrying an empty box, a real empty box that is real, and I too am real, a real person, a real human person with an empty box that is real.
Unfortunately for him, this nameless helper is never actually able to catch the busybody in the act, as his reappearance from thin air is almost always perfectly timed with the presence of the mounted palico. The cycle persists, unbreaking and unflinching, each one a cog in a truly unproductive machine. This is the reliable Fiver. Her job, her entire life, revolves around horns. She approaches a tray of horns on the ground and manages to break off smaller horns that are still horn-shaped from the larger horns without breaking them, filling her basket before delivering it directly to the general store.
Hey, that's a great looking load of horns! Thanks, but it's tough work breaking all of those monster parts.
I bet, but that's why we pay you so much! Except it wasn't tough work breaking the monster parts, because they are already separated from their bodies. The details are cloudy, but it's clear to me that this hunter is involved in some sort of underground monster part trading ring designed to overthrow the economy of the settlement as a whole. Involved in this are two felines who cross her path on a regular basis, one of which is the busybody feline, who takes firewood from a pile near the entrance and stacks it near the smithy. Nobody ever removes wood from this pile, only adding to it. The other is the helpful feline, who brings firewood from a pile also near the entrance and stacks it to the right of the canteen. Nobody ever removes wood from this pile either. The cycle, never ending. The results, continuously the same, a negative for the guild as a whole. The questions simply outweigh the answers. Who are these people? Are they working together on some greater plot? Or do their schedules merely cross paths this regularly by sheer coincidence? The only way to truly know is by breaking the cycle.
Hey, what gives? Move out of the way!
No.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just sit here forever then. Please?
This is the brand new outro to tell you all the things that you do that we love. So let's start with something simple and say, oh, we love your eyes. When they're watching us play video games, we make a bunch of jokes that are kinda lame. Or when they gaze upon our failures as we try to kill the monsters or important news about the Kingdom Animalia. Rage, Continent, Hollow, we're all here talking about the things you want to hear. So if you want to be the first to hear, like and subscribe and the bell and we'll cheer. Some of you are patrons even though we are all the noobs and you're the pros. There's nothing we can do to thank you.
No, really, there's nothing we could possibly do. Goodbye.